So welcome to part 2 where we're gonna go through the intro and no, the verse sounds like this. We ended on this one. And then you go like this. And how you do that, first of all, this is an F chord. You probably usually see it like this. This is also same. Just according to me sounding a little bit better. I like this one more. They have it in Paris City. So that's how the verse starts. So when you've gone like then you do something like that, and how you do that is you palm muting the two strings you're taking. Now let me just show you how to take this chord. You having your finger, this finger, on all the strings except the low E, the low E string on the 3rd fret, and then, but if you can, make sure you don't push down the high E string either. And then you have the most important thing is that you push down these two strings, the A and the D string on the 3rd fret, because you're gonna have your other fingers on the other two strings you're gonna use. So the ring finger, that finger goes on the 5th fret on the G string, and the pinky goes on the 6th fret on the B string, the string below. Something like this. And you're palm muting the part you're holding with the two strings you're holding with this finger. What's it called anyway? I don't really know. You're palm muting the A and the D string once, and then you hit the strings you're holding with your pinky and your ring finger. Then you do something like that. I mean, you can do a lot of things, so just feel free to you know, find out what you can play. Anyways, you do that something like that, and then the verse starts, and you're just gonna palm mute the whole verse. It's really easy, just like this. You can strum it if you want to, but they're doing the palm muting in the song, so I'm teaching that right now. That was the verse. So how do you play it? Yeah, you start on the F chord. Palm muting is something looks like this. You just keep your hand, this part of the hand, on the strings just a little bit, so you mute. You're muting them so they're not sounding with a difference. And then you just strum downwards. And you do it probably 11-12 times, I'm not really sure, but you know, you feel when it's time to change. If you don't, I'm gonna try to give you some hints. Now this chord is the longest chord of them all, so it goes like this. End. And now we're changing to a B chord or BB chord. I don't know what it's called really, but something like this, looks like this, and it sounds like this. So basically I'm gonna do it like this. It's easier where we are, just do it like this, then do like this. So you just hold your finger on the D, G and B string on the 3rd fret. Make sure when you're palm muting this that you don't get any noise from the low E string or the 2 strings above. You can mute them by holding fingers on them or whatever. You're muting with this finger as well on the both chords. You're just touching the string above, making it muted. So this chord, this way of holding it is really popular. You know, it uses in a lot of songs, like in Welcome to the Jungle or other songs. But so it's a good thing to learn if you want to play electric. Anyways, this chord is half the length of the F chord. So half the length. And then when you played it like this, then you go back to the F chord to play the other length, so these last two chords get as same as the first chord, as the same length. And then you just do basically the same thing. You except that ending, which you could do this way or this way. You taking the same 3 strings but on the 5th fret and just holding them down and palm muting them. Make sure you don't get the strings around and the same, you know, the shit. And then this chord is half the length of the previous chord, like this one, so it goes. And then you change to the F chord again. So the F chord and this chord becomes the same length as this chord. I know it's not so easy to understand, but in the first verse the 2 chords became the same length as the first chord. In the second verse, the first chord is long, the second chord is half as long, and the 3rd chord is half as long as the previous one, and the 4th chord and the 3rd chord makes as same length as the 2nd chord. So the 3rd and the 4th is the same length. So I hope you understand. Please watch the 3rd lesson to know the chorus. Thank you. By the way, you played this twice in the first verse. Twice. This was once. You played twice in the first verse.